Hey guys, Jamiy, and today on Roblox we're playing some more Pokemon Fighters EX. As you can see on screen right now today, also we're going to take a look at Raikou. I'm pretty sure I got a clip of me actually getting it. Let me just quickly check. Okay, I did. So I'll just load that in here right now. But pretty much, also got the Raikou. I'm not gonna lie, it looks the derpiest of all of the yellow ones, which you'll see in probably not tomorrow's video, probably in a future video when I show off all the normal reflectives and shiny reflective forms for all of the legendary beasts. But pretty much is that for some reason, I don't know why, the Raikou looks the derpiest, and it looks the fattest, especially the cheeks. Like, what the heck? I know this is meant to be like fur or whatever, but I mean, it looks fat and it looks the derpiest. Okay, out of all the three legendary beasts. But I know, but we've got it. Also, we've got it to level 100 to show off the shiny form clearly, because I've been doing that for all of them. But yesterday, I asked yesterday's video was the Entei, the day before that was the Suicune. You can check out the Entei one in the description down below. It'll take you to the past video. But in the Suicune video, I asked which one was, or which of the three legendary beasts were people's favorite. It was usually like, I think the top one was like Suicune, the second one was Raikou, and then the third one for like design wise and competitiveness, I guess, was Entei. Then I asked for in the Entei video what people thought of the shiner versions of each and of the legendary beast trio. Now people, again, it looks like people really liked Raikou and Suicune. Entei, people agreed with me that it didn't really change too much. Then again, I don't actually know if Raikou changes too much. I actually haven't seen it in a long time. I don't exactly remember what it looks like, but that's what we're going to be checking out today, obviously. So for today's video, I'm going to be giving another question, and it's going to do with reflectives, because also I'm not going to be doing the reflectives in this video, but I want to know what Pokemon do you think will look the best as the normal reflective, the shine, and the shiny reflective, I guess, without even having a look at them yet. Which one do you think will look the best? And also in a few days I'll show them off, and then we'll see if people change their minds or not. So that'll I think that's going to be pretty cool. It says see what people expect is going to be the better looking one, and then when they actually find out, they can change their opinions, or I guess they'll see. But here is the Raikou, obviously. The I think it's like a saber-toothed tiger, which also looks really cool. Entei, no, Suicune's the tanky version. Raikou is the speedy one of the trio, and then Entei is kind of like in the middle. But unfortunately, Raikou, it's not that great. It's got I think it's got like a base speed of 100, which was really good back in the day, I guess, but not exactly for like other Pokemon. Like in the few generations after Raikou was added in, there's been like a speeds gap, or what is it called, a speeds creep, which Pokemon have just been getting faster and faster each and every single generation. So also like Garchomp can come in, one hit kill this thing and is immune to electric type attacks. Also, Raikou probably would want to run Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice. That's like the only moves I really remember it running, but it's not that great for the electric types, to be honest. I mean, even Raichou's faster than it, but just can't hit as hard, which is Raichou's biggest problem. But we get Thunderfang, Discharge, we get Rain Dance, which is okay. Oh, we also get Calm Mind. I don't know if that's going to really work on Raikou low, but Discharge would probably be good in doubles. I'm pretty sure it hits like everyone around it, so that'll probably be good, but not gonna lie, I don't think it's that great. And I've also realised something as well. There aren't really many... Well, when you're thinking of electric type Pokemon, you always will think of like a very, very fast Pokemon, or usually like a speed tier Pokemon. Raichou's fast, Alolan Raichou's fast, I think it's Tapu Koko is the electric fairy one. Fast. All the electric type Pokemon. Electrodes, fast. There's not many pure electric tanky Pokemon. Also, there are a few Pokemon that are electric, but they also have like a secondary typing that, and they're tanky. But I'm talking about like a pure electric type that is a pure electric type that is also a tank. The only one that comes to my mind is Electros, and it also has Levitate, so it technically has no weaknesses, but it's okay as a tank, but it's not got amazing stats overall, but it's still an okay Pokemon. But it's kind of weird, because obviously Electric only has one weakness. It can resist a few things. I think it resists like water and steel and flying off the top of my head. It might not resist water actually. It just might be neutral, it just might be super effective against it. That's like off the top of my head. I know Electric resists steel because obviously using the Metagross a ton, but it's only got one weakness, which is fairly common. But for example, steel being one of the best typings in the game for defensiveness, or yeah, being a defensive Pokemon because it has so many resistances, is also weak to ground, fire, and what? Fighting, which I think in my opinion, I'd probably want some of the most common typings to find in PvP battles, which is why steel is kinda good, but at the same time it could be really, really bad depending on who you're going up against and what team you're going up against. So steel is really, really good obviously for a typing because it resists a ton, but I feel like a pure electric tank Pokemon would be really, really good, because obviously the only little electric type Pokemon I could think of that was like a tanky Pokemon was Togumaru, I think it is. That electric steel type mouse. The only problem with that is though, it's 4 times weak to ground, it's weak to fighting, weak to fire, also all the same weaknesses that steel has. So not exactly the greatest obviously, because I mean it's just getting like a 4 times weakness. Usually if Pokemon have 4 times weaknesses, it's usually really bad Pokemon. The only Pokemon that can pull it off really are the like Scizor. Ferrothorn can pull off because it's really, really tanky. But Scizzor's like one of the best ones because it's only weak to one type, which is fire, which you can easily swap out against it. So I don't know. I want to see a pure electric type Pokemon that is a good tank, but can also get away with have good stats at least. But that was the normal Raikou. I'll quickly show off the shiny one, obviously. So into the shiner. Wait, what changes? Okay, so that goes to purple. Its tail and its like X on its face is like a blue. That changes into like a white or like a silverish sort of thing. And I think this part changes like a little bit more yellowish or an orangish. It's very similar to an Entei. Not really a big fan of it, to be honest. I mean, I guess a few changes that are noticeable, but I'm not the big fan. To be honest, none of the legendary beasts have like amazing shiners. Suicune, in my opinion, is still the best one, but it still rarely changes, to be honest, or barely changes even. So not exactly the big fan of these shiner versions because also they don't change a lot. So I don't know. I feel like they could have like a lot more done for them because obviously they're meant to be a legendary Pokemon. Usually, I feel like legendary Pokemon need to have like good shiners to be able to like show them off a little bit more, but obviously not every single one of them does have it. Example, the legendary beast. So That's unfortunate, I guess, but there is the shiny Raikou. I think it's better than Entei's at least. That's like the only thing, but I don't like the cream. Like the cream, I guess it couldn't be reds. Actually, red would probably look really cool on it. I think the previous one was purple, right, for Raikou? Let's have a look again. Raikou, it was purple, right? Yeah, I like the purple more, but yeah, the main body like goes to like a more orangish. Did the eyes change color? The eyes don't change color. So I don't know. It changes a lot, I guess, but or more or less, this whole body like more or less changes, but very, very slightly. A different like color scheme. Like the tail barely changes. This is like a little noticeable difference. It goes from like a purple to like a cream color, and the whole body goes from like a yellow to like a more orange yellowish color. I guess it changes a lot, but not in the sense like it barely changes color palettes. To be honest, that's the only problem that I have with Pokemon. Like, it's something like I think Shiny Manaphy is like very similar. Changes very barely. Pikachu. Actually, Pikachu is actually very, very, very similar to Raikou. Like its main body, I think for Pikachu, just changes like a little bit more of an orangish yellow. So very similar to a Raikou, I guess. Well, have I been calling this thing Raichu this entire time and not Raikou? I think I might have been. Whoops. But I don't know. Some people like it. I'm not exactly the biggest fan of it. I think the Suicune is the best, or the best of the trio. So I'll quickly show off the Suicune again. But also, let me put this away. Is it gonna show the Suicune? I guess not. But oh no, did my no? I think my internet went off. No. No! Oh wait, is it back? Play. Did my internet go off? Because it hasn't gone off for like the past while. Okay, well, looks like it has. I'll be back in 8 seconds. Okay, yeah, my internet did go off for like 5 seconds and turn back on. I don't know why it does that sometimes, but hasn't done it for a while. We're starting to do it again, so hopefully it doesn't. But this is the Suicune. Actually, wait, does Raikou have purple as well? Yeah, Raikou has... Wait, does Entei have the same thing as well? Did I not realize this in the entirety of the time? No, Raikou's is white. Okay, so Suicune and Raikou have a purple back. Which, not gonna lie, I actually didn't know that until now. I just realized that, but... There's that one's the normal Suicune. And then this one is the shiny Suicune, which I completely forgot about this, which... I think... Just because it's blue, it fits well with Suicune's design. I think that's why people like it more. So you can see like the body's like a light blue. The head's dress is like a different blue, like an icicle looking thing than the I know what's this part called? No idea what to call that, but that's like a purple. And if we change it to a shiner, you can see that the headdress I think stays the exact same, or changes very, very slightly. The body changes to like to an even lighter blue, and the purple fur changes like a dark blue, which kind of goes really well with Suicune being a water type, obviously. Whereas like Entei, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of it, to be honest, for the shiny forms. Because there's the normal version, which is just like a brown dog, pretty much. Then if we change it to the shiny form, it doesn't really scream impressive, to be honest. Then also the Raikou again, just like show you the differences between all of them. So here is the Raikou again, yellow saber-toothed tiger with a purple, I don't know what's it called, like a fur, I guess. I still have no idea what it's called. Changes it. Again, I mean, it's going to like a creamy sort of yellow thingish, similar to like Suicune's, how it does it for its typing, but I still think Suicune's is the best, to be honest. But anyway, I think we'll leave it off there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to comment to see more Pokemon Fighters EX or other games on Roblox. And like always, I'll see you guys next time.